to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving.
Hold on. And there we go. Yo. What is up? It's me, it's Keen. We're back.
What's good,
It's
guys?
another episode of the 7200 Second Podcast. We got my guy, Coach Don Sagan. One of the hardest recommend here on the network, Coach. What is going on?
Can't never get rid of that word, man. How y'all doing, man? Fresh out of football practice, man. I'm ready, man, for some week 2 already, man. It was a tough week 1, but hey, I'm ready to get ready for week 2 and ready to talk about recaps in week 1.
And we got my guy, Philly Talk Sports Podcast, Robert. What's going on, man?
Not much. Just sitting here, just chilling out work. Ain't doing jack shit. So I mean, what better way to spend the rest of my time with you guys?
No problem. That's always fun. What's going on, Big Simple? We got Cameron already in the building. Hold on, let me share some things out. It took me a long time. I couldn't find the damn intro, but that's what happens when you don't mark it. But yeah. So week 1 is definitely in the books. What's going on, Raider Twine? Raider Twine's in the building. Week 1 is definitely in the book. So how did y'all like week 1 so far?
I mean, so far, there were some teams that took me by surprise. I mean, perfect example is the Houston Texans. I mean, the fact that a team that, let's be real, it's still, I could say retooling. I don't think they're in a full-blown rebuild, but I still feel like the fact that they hang out with, with Indy, definitely showed like what this team, how talented that team can be. Especially you got give Damian Pierce some more touches. I mean, you got Stingley Jr. Holy crap, I couldn't think of his name. Christian Harris, just to name a few. Plus, we got Lovie Smith to help with the defensive end parts as well. So I mean, and plus, overall it was just really good. Just good week 1 games, more or less. I hate to say this, but it sucks to be a Dallas fan on week 1. I'll leave it at I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, we're going to get in more talk of the dreaded Dallas talk. What's going on, Arku?
Oh, trust me,
Don,
Arku was going.
Week 1 so far? Doug was going in too. Doug was going. If y'all missed the big time show, make sure y'all rewatch that.
What I learned from week 1, I learned, Patrick Mahomes is an elite quarterback, and he's really, really good, and that is scary for some teams in the AFC West. He threw 5 touchdowns against, the Arizona Cardinals, so that is really, really scary right there to see that without him doing that against Tyreek Hill. And, just to see my Texans compete against the Indianapolis Colts when nobody gave us a shot. But other than that, and last night, what I seen last night, but I hope we can get more depth into that. But, what I seen last night after kicking a 66-yard field goal and then not letting Russell Wilson trying to go get a 4th and 5, not trusting a Super Bowl champion, and like I said, again, them fumbling the ball at the goal line the last 2 possessions. I hope we can get more into that. But no, what I learned is Patrick Mahomes is really good, and that's some scary things for the AFC West to even look at. This guy scoring 5 touchdowns without Tyreek Hill. Well, he doesn't need Tyreek Hill after all.
Thank you, fantasy points. Fuck Cam Akers, god damn it.
Oh, I feel bad for the Cam Akers fans. I had Cam Akers, but I didn't start him. See, I was smart.
Oh, trust me, I'm dropping his ass for Curtis Samuel because nobody picked him up in fantasy.
All right, but before we get into the nitty gritty of things, why everyone is here. Jerry's been a fool of himself rushing Dak back. Again, we're gonna get into Dallas. We're gonna get into that. Just wanted to go over some breaking news and some injuries that suffered in week 1. TJ Watt does not need surgery. That is a plus. He has a pectoral injury. He will be out 6 weeks, but I still think that Pittsburgh defense will be fine without him.
Yeah,
Jamal Adams. Go ahead, Robert.
It's just like it's crazy though. I mean, we've seen what pectoral injuries can do to players. I mean, shit, I've seen players be set up over a year with a pec injury. But the fact that the kind of shape that T.J. Watt's in, I mean, that really helps. And that's just not just losing T.J. Watt, but Pittsburgh has depth on their defense. Something I feel like a lot of teams have, except for Dallas. We'll get into that because me and Tyler kind of actually nitpicked at it because you can definitely tell like Dallas is very thin in some areas, and you see how the defensive line and just defense in general can shape an outcome of a football game.
Most definitely. See, Jamal Adams out with that quad tendon. Trent McDuffie is out
Oof.
for with a hand injury, hamstring injury. They put him on the IR. Rookie over there with Kansas City, and also Harrison Bucker is out with an ankle injury. We'll get into that game and what happened there. The Colts waived Rodrigo Blankenship. Did not see this coming. Did y'all see this coming?
Well,
No,
hey, you want to know? I got to shout out to my boy JDW because he went on a full-on rant about Rodrigo Blankenship, and I definitely, like I say, see why they got rid of him because again he missed a 42-yard field goal. Oh, that was the reason why we got the ball back, and the game was pretty much tied up. And he kicked 2 balls kickoff out of bounds to make us start at the 40-yard line. So JDW, that dude had a bad kick at Rodrigo Blankenship, who was the best kicker in Georgia in college football, field goal kicker. He had a tough day today, and JDW let him know. And guess what? JDW got his which he got him the very next day.
Did not see
That's
that
nuts.
coming. What's going on, normal guy? What's going on, Team Elite? What is going on? Appreciate y'all for being in the building tonight on another 7,200 seconds. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Also Tyler Montgomery is on the IR for the Patriots. All these damn injuries this week. Allen is
that's
out.
what happened. Oh Jesus.
Keenan Allen's out. He's likely to play against the Chiefs this week. We all know Derek Barnett for the Eagles ACL injury, and Eli Mitchell for San Fran will be out for 2 months.
Oh,
2 months.
What the hell? What's
I know
what
they missing Trey Sermon now.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Your birthday's Thursday, but your Cowboys won't bother me.
Oh, trust me, Key. Arku has been going on a rant in most of my streams about the Cowboys. Just as how
He's been stressed for the
out.
last couple of days. He's been stressed out.
Well, have you seen the fucking clown show that they only smashed 1 fucking field goal again? It's like,
Look, if I was cool, I'd be drinking somewhere.
well,
But
yeah.
All right, y'all. So let's get into it. Last night's Monday night football recap. We had the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos, and we had Russell, last name Wilson, come back to Seattle, back where he got his Super Bowl ring from. And guess what they did to him? They booed his ass. On his return, they boo him. But the Seahawks win this game 17-16. Now let's get into the stats real quick. Russell Wilson didn't have a bad game. I mean, he was 29 for 42, 340 yards, a touchdown, 2 sacks. Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams both had a decent running game. Jerry Jeudy was the man of the night, though. 4 catches for 102 yards and a touchdown. But the Seahawks prevail because one Mr. Nathaniel Hackett does not give the ball to Russell Wilson. Guys, Dante, start with you first. What do you think about that? Should they have went for it instead of kicking a 64-yarder, knowing Brandon McManus was missing them in pregame?
Hell yeah, they should have went for it. How do you not trust a Super Bowl winning quarterback, a quarterback that got the Seattle franchise to the Super Bowl twice? Hell yeah, you supposed to do a guy that know how to protect the football, the guy that can use his legs. I'll say the Denver offense wasn't really a problem. The only problem was when they got down to the goal line, they fumbled the ball twice. Both Javonte Williams and both Melvin Gordon had a fumble. on back-to-back times when they got the ball back, when the defense did get them a ball back, and they fumbled both times at the goal line. Then they had a false start, so that backed them up a little. Bit, but not for you. And then you have timeouts. You let the clock run just to kick that 64-yard field goal. You let the clock run all the way down. Terrible clock management. If you're gonna let the clock run all the way down like that, you gotta go for it. You gotta at least go for it. You got 3 timeouts and 2 timeouts in your back pocket. Why not spend one of them? But why let the time run down just to take the ball out of Russell Wilson's hand? His first goddamn game back in Seattle. This man has been clutched time after time after time again, and you don't trust a Super Bowl winning quarterback? That's not a good debut for Nathaniel Hackett. That is a bad look for a first-year head coach. And you got Russell Wilson on your team. You got Jared Judy, who's been good. You got Cortland Sutton, who you just fed the ball to in the second half. He did not have one catch in the first half. So you just fed him in the second half. The running game was really, really good, but I don't think in that spot you run the ball in that. It's a 4th and down 5. You put the ball in Russell Wilson's hand, you give him an opportunity, and you say go win the game. But don't kick a damn 64-yard field goal. Just because he made one 61-yard field goal throughout his career, you trust the man to go kick a 65-yarder and not trust Russell Wilson. And that's just not a good look for Nathaniel Hackett. That is a terrible look for a first-year head coach. And that you got to be ashamed of yourself from not trusting Russell Wilson. And Patrick Surtain and DK Metcalf, that was a physical man battle yesterday. That was a good battle. And Tyree Woodley from Seattle, that guy's going to be good. And he made Cortland Sutton work for every catch he got last night. So, again, that was embarrassing. And that's extremely, like I say, that was a bad look for a first-year head coach. But, again, Denver did hurt themselves before that because they had 2 fumbles at the goal line and a false start. But Nathaniel Hackett, that is not a good look for the first-year head coach.
Before we get into Robert's take on here or his this last night, should have trust Russell. Now Nathaniel Hackett has came out and finally admitted, we should have went for it. That's too late now. So what do you think about last night? Should they have trusted Russell Wilson?
I would, because like Dante said, man, the fact that what Hackett has done is a lot of times that can get sometimes put some first-year head coaches on the hot seat because of that. But I mean, the fact that I thought it was a good game. Don't get me wrong, but I think having somebody with Russell's caliber who has been there and done that in those kind of moments. Let the man cook. Like you see, he's already pretty much was not given that opportunity in Seattle because that really kind of pissed him off. And that's the reason why he got traded to Denver. Now, the fact that you're going to, and this is where I'll all nitpick with some Seattle fans, the fact you're going to boo his ass because this man brought you a Super Bowl championship, and it's just it doesn't make sense to me. And I get it. Yes, it's an opponent, but dude pretty much gave all his heart and soul. But the dude just ran for his life the last couple of years in Seattle. Y'all didn't do nothing to show for Russell Wilson. That's the reason, and I feel that's another reason why he left because of that.
And I was I don't understand why people hate Russell Wilson so much. He's a stand-up guy. You don't hear he's a drama-free quarterback and a person overall. You don't see him in the news at all about anything negative.
Unless it's in an award show. That's the only exception.
Oh, right, award show. He goes he does different charities. He still gives back to the Children's Hospital in Seattle.
I mean, he's the Walter Payton Man of the Year award winner for a reason.
So I just don't understand why they always hating on Russell Wilson. But Geno Smith surprisingly surprised us all. Geno was 23 of 28, 195 yards, 2 touchdowns. He looked pretty dang on good, and he actually spreaded the ball around. So, Dante, what do you think about Geno's performance?
See, I told that goddamn ECG, my boy, shout out to my boy, that goddamn ECG, that Geno Smith will be the starting quarterback because of like I say, I thought it was fair. He beat Drew Lock. He was the better quarterback than Drew Lock this whole preseason. So, again, and he showed why. Because of the consistency. Geno Smith was more consistent in preseason than Drew Lock. But like I say, you got to give it to Geno Smith. He got out of a sack last night by Alex Singleton, who blew up, I believe, Travis Homer. He blew him up, and Geno Smith somehow got up out of that sack and threw the Will Dissly for the touchdown. Geno Smith looked good, man. He was down there flawless last night, and like I say, got the ball to DK Metcalf, got the ball to Tyler Lockett. Rashad Penny was excellent last night. Charles Cross was okay until the 2 sacks he gave up on Bradley Chubb. But other than that, he was fine. He was pretty good last night. I mean, Bradley Chubb is a great defensive end, so you're not going to keep that down for so long. But he did a pretty good job. And you also did have Abraham Lucas, who's solid as well. So the offensive line did some pretty good blocking, allowed Geno Smith to look through his progressions and throw the football pretty well. The running game helped them out. And this defense, let's give credit to this Seattle defense, from allowing 16 points. But other than that, they forced the 2 turnovers. And the 2 turnovers they forced was when Denver was at the goal line. They was able to punch the football out and create those turnovers. Tyree Woodley is going to be a good cornerback, man. Once he get into the speedy game and get to his second year, he's going to be fine. He was face to face with Courtland Sutton last night. He's got good speed. He's 6'4". He can run with any wide receiver in the league. He's going to be good. And Brooks, the linebacker, is a thumper, man. Just watch out for these guys. These guys are really, really active on Seattle. And Seattle, they're going to be a really better team than what everybody thinks this year. They're going to be a competitive NFC West team. So I'm happy for Geno Smith. No, I called him out on a lot of things and said he was not really that good. But like I say, he opened my eyes last night and he showed why he deserved an opportunity, because he was better than Drew Lock. I mean, he was just a better man in the preseason. Not saying Drew Lock is not that good, but I mean, again, he's the better man. He was the better man in the preseason because of his consistency, and he showed it last night by his pinpoint accuracy, ability to stand in the pocket, take a hit, move up out of the pocket, feel some type of pressure, and create plays for his teammates. So give credit to Geno Smith, man. This is one game, but happy for how he played last night. He was great last night.
Now, Robert, my question to you is: can Geno keep up this performance in other games?
Now, the thing it's possible, but you got to think too. So there's going to be some tough competition where he might, in terms, shit the bed. But I think overall, he's not a bad quarterback as people think he is. He's like that. The way I see it, he's like another Tyrod Taylor, that journeyman kind of quarterback. And we know the different teams to deal with. Even though coming from the Jets, we don't know how the Jets are, but that's a whole different situation. But knowing what Geno Smith can do at this point of his career, I mean, I'm very surprised how well he played. But like I said, it's 50-50 with Geno Smith, because because some backups you don't know what you're going to get depending each week. So we'll see what happens, because right now it's a big question mark at the moment.
So Dante, this is like Geno's redemption tour that he's on this season.
I'm gonna plead the fifth, but he looks pretty damn good so far. So, like Robert said, can he be consistent for half of the year, for the whole year? I mean, last night he was very good. Let's see. This is the start of the redemption tour, but I'm gonna plead the fifth on that. I'm not gonna give it for sure that he's gonna keep doing it. He gotta be more. He gotta be consistent every single game. And it started with last night. He was really good last night, and he was solid. He was great. He wasn't solid. He was great last night.
All right. So we all know what happened with Aaron Rodgers. The offseason, Aaron Rodgers got that contract. Adams is gone. He went to the Raiders. Now Aaron don't have nobody to throw to. You got Christian Watson, got Sammy Watkins, got Romeo Dobbs. We got some unknown receivers out there. And then they go into Minnesota and get the brakes beat off. They get the brakes knocked off of them. 23-7. Justin Jefferson torched them. Is Aaron Rodgers to blame for this offensive struggle?
I would say no, because if you really think about it, because there were some passes, if you looked at it, Christian Watson wide open with the breadbasket and drops it. Like, that's an easy 6 points right on the board. But it's just like you said. I mean, and also depends on, and not just that. You got to think too, like, not having Devontae Adams is also hurting Green Bay a little bit too with that production, because Devontae Adams' production, it's hard to replicate because he's always been that number one guy in Green Bay. But I mean, Romeo Dobbs I think has potential. I mean, so does Christian Watson. But he's got to learn how to catch those deep balls from Aaron Rodgers because if he can't, then you probably would have to find a different profession because I guess professional football might not be the suitable career. But you got to think too, and not just that too. And Rodgers also is getting up there in age, so who knows if his play goes down a tad. But I don't know, man. It's I think it's multiple factors. I mean, losing Devontae Adams in the all season, and all that you could say a little bit quote unquote drama between and all that. But I say I don't think really Rodgers is that much to blame. But it's like everybody, the supporting cast around him. I feel like that it should get good portion of the blame.
All right, Dante, should Aaron Rodgers have went to the front office and say, "Hey, I need a receiver"?
Aaron Rodgers, like I said, man, Aaron Rodgers don't need Devontae Adams to win. A lot of people keep saying he needs Devontae Adams. He's 10-2 without Devontae Adams. He's already got a Super Bowl without Devontae Adams, man. So everybody keeps saying he needs it. No, he does not. He does not need Devontae Adams. The man has a winning record without him. Last year he won without Devontae Adams, beat an undefeated Cardinals team without him. So I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be fine, man. Just give it some time. Remember last year, everybody was shitting on Rodgers when he got blown out against the Saints. And what happened? I mean, they ended up losing the first round, but they were able to bounce back, right? So this year, you got to give him more time, man. You got to give him more time. I mean, again, that's when you think preseason. Get chemistry with these new, you got young guys, you got a new receiving core. Get some chemistry with this young receiving core. Get some chemistry with these guys. I know you have joint practices and stuff, but it's important in game speed to get some chemistry. Christian Watson drops a wide open pass. The offensive line really ain't blocking as well. Now in the second half, they started getting a little momentum in the second half, but Romeo Dobbs proves to be all right, a capable, pretty solid rookie wide receiver. But I'm gonna give it some time, and I still don't think Rodgers needs Devontae Adams to win football games. He's already proven that he can win without Devontae Adams. So again, I'm gonna miss me with that one. I don't think he needs Devontae Adams to win a game. I don't think he was the reason why Rodgers struggled. He did it last year. Everybody crapped on him and got on his head, called for his head after the Saints game, after he looked bad against the Saints. Then he was able to bounce back, get his time. Aaron Rodgers will pretty much adjust. Like I said, he will pretty much adjust.
And that's another thing too. That's another point. That's a very other good point too, because we've seen these other teams are just rusty as hell. Like it's not just like the Packers. I mean, we've seen a lot of teams kind of struggle with, because it's been months without fucking like football since like OTAs and stuff like that. Like when it comes to game action, yeah, I mean it's like, we all know how rushy most athletes can be after a period of time off. So I mean that's another reason why you should not. I don't think don't and that's another reason too. Don't bet against Rodgers too, because I think said it best. Rodgers will prove. Well, and there goes Judge again. Jesus Christ, 57 already from Judge. So sorry, I kind of go off track a little bit because fucking Aaron Judge is going off.
So Vic says Aaron Rodgers will have his ups and downs. Wait till he's able to get Big Bob Tunyon involved. Aaron Jones, Corey Dillon will be a great combo on the field. And once Romeo Dobbs pop off, it's a wrap. Now, the segue off of what Robert said with the rest and everything. Should they have played more of the starters in the preseason just to get some of that stuff and chemistry together?
I would for sure, because I mean with some teams with with a whole new receiving core, and a lot of times, yeah, I mean that's what I would do just to be smart. And at times too, I think sometimes I just feel like when you don't play your stars for just more than a few snaps or so, like what good is that going to do? Like it's not really going to help you build that chemistry. It's like, say if you do it just for the first half, and kind of get see where you're at team wise, like us, like for the Eagles, for example, we seen not just the offense, but you also look at the defense as well, because a lot of defenses sometimes are not holding up. So But that's where I would leave it off with because I do feel like Russ can play a factor on both sides of the football.
Dante, you think they should play more in preseason?
Well, for Aaron Rodgers, I think he should have played. I think he should have played. If you got a new receiving group and you got a young receiving group, I think he should have played this preseason. Just to get some game speed up under him a little bit. But like I said, I think they're gonna figure it out, man. I think they're gonna figure it out. I just think they're gonna. I think they're gonna be fine. I think they're gonna figure it out. Just give it a little more time. I say last year they got beat down. It took a beat down for them to get together, and let's hope this beat down is gonna make them come together and get it together. And they got an opportunity this coming weekend against Chicago to probably get it together in Lambeau Field.
Big Simple says Green Bay's done. And then Vic says the rookie should have never left the field. Packers gonna be fine. Can't see Aaron Rodgers missing the playoffs. Then we gotta move on to this next topic, and of course, it's Arku's least favorite topic right now. The Dallas Cowboys.
Boy, hey.
We all know that
Boy.
week one, Dallas only scored 3 points and was the only team in the NFL to not score a touchdown. What's going on, Bial? He didn't score a touchdown, only 3 points. They're last in the division. Besides besides the whole season, some say that the season was over before Dak got hurt. So my question to you guys is, should Dak go on the IR?
Now, for me, with all bias, I think rather be safe than sorry. Put him on the IR because, for someone who, and I can speak from experience, who had dealt with a broken hand, yes, it's going to take a while to get back from, even though for 6 to 8 weeks. But the fact that we're hearing he's going to get surgery on his throwing hand might keep him out a little bit longer than 6 to 8 weeks. So I think put him on the IR, be safe than sorry. But knowing what the Cowboys are, the fact that they're so thin and pretty much in every position that's bad. Like that's bad. And this is what, and I even talked to me and Tyler talked about this too when we called the game. This is what happens when you overpay for a guy like Zeke, who actually, let's be real, actually played pretty decently. I will admit, for a guy, with running backs not being, break down before the age of 30, he did not disappoint, for Zeke. But in fact, I think that Zeke contract kind of biting him in the ass. But it's just, it's a very good. That's what I would do. I would definitely just put him IR. Rather be safe than sorry because let's be real. We can like him or hate him. The dude has pretty much overcome a lot of crap in this career. Being a 4th-round pick, doing all this shit, and it's like, I say just put the man on IR just to be safe than sorry.
They threw trash at him. Like we got his own fan base saying, "Oh, they glad he got hurt." Like, and they thought Philly fans was bad. What?
Like, yeah, that's always the biggest narrative over here. And that's another thing too. Me and Tyler talked about this with Mike McCarthy. Yes, he has a Super Bowl, but you can tell, like, when shit doesn't go right, like he just throws in the towel. Like, what head coach in your right mind throws in the towel? Like when you're like just like I don't get it with coaches nowadays. Like, why do you throw in the goddamn towel like when shit's not going your way? You're the coach. You fix it. Like that's where me and Tyler kind of nitpicked.
It's Cooper
right
Rush.
It's Cooper Rush because Ben DiNucci's no longer there.
Well, get this. Jerry already said that they're not putting Dak on IR. They're not going to get nobody.
Stupid.
I've never seen an organization like this.
Just sell the team, damn it.
38 years of living. 38 years of living. I've never seen no shit like this. Never. But Dante,
hey, trust me, I'm already old enough to realize. Like Larry, the last Super, it's like, it's just like at this point, just sell the team, Jerry, because he's already lost. He's already senile. That's like you gotta realize too. Like you've seen like other better like GMs. Shit, I can admit this too. Howie's a better fucking GM than his ass. I'll just be blatantly obvious. Like I do not know. Oh,
Now
and
Goody coming.
oh boy,
Dante, what do you think
Goody.
about this whole Dak situation in Dallas? Should Dallas just hang it up and just put Dak on the IR?
Hey, give me the stat again. What was the stat again? Dallas was what?
Oh, Dallas was going to. Oh, like Dak was gonna get
Dallas did
52.
not. This is the only
Oh,
team that
matter of
did
fact,
not
hold
score.
on, wait a minute. I'll put it on here. Wait a minute. I'll put it on here because
Damn.
I'm so mad that best friend of mine is not on here.
Hey, first of all, man, I feel bad for Dallas.
I don't.
I feel
don't.
like I say I don't. I'm not a big Dallas. I'm not. Everybody knows the one team I hate in the National Football League is the Dallas Cowboys, and I hate the Lakers. But like I say, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean I don't think they have a very good team. But this year, you don't have a very good team without that. You don't have the receiving core outside of CeeDee Lamb. You don't have the receiving core outside of CeeDee Lamb. The offensive line got Dak beat up the whole night. Even when Dak was playing, he couldn't see very good because he was throwing the ball to the other team so much. The defense did well. That defense did pretty well, giving up 19 points. But that offense is bad. It's
putrid.
Bad. It's bad.
Putrid.
You want to know how I know that game was over? They're moving the football. This is how Dallas gets in their own way, right? So first drive, they're moving the football up the field, right? They're running the football very well. And when they got to midfield, you know what they do? They do a damn reverse and lost 7 yards on that play in the drive. Something that don't talk about
that Mike McCarthy.
That's it. Mike
McCarthy approved. Seal of approval.
Mike McCarthy needs to be fired.
Quick. And that's all I gotta say.
Wait, hold on, y'all. Wait. I got the video uploaded. So this is what I said, and I basically didn't I not call that whole game right down the middle? I 100% call that game. So here we go, the clip. Can for Christ's sakes!
When did the Cowboys play the Eagles? Because Cowboys are, I'm ready for
the Cowboys are going to beat the Eagles! The Cowboys are going to regress. They still have Mike McCarthy as a head coach. They had Mike McCarthy. So you're praising Mike McCarthy. You're praising the man that almost killed Aaron Rodgers.
I'm praising Dak.
You're just used to failure at this point. That you just eat it. He said you're used to. Yo, he said you're. Hey, hold up. I gotta can back up. Hold on. He said you are used to failure.
What have your Bears done in the last 10 years? Nothing.
At least they're still more relevant than. Oh God. At least I marinate in failure. You're too blind to see the failure. There's the difference between you and me. At least I marinated it. Marinated it. And you believe that Jason Peters, the old man, the diabetes on the field, can protect Dak Prescott?
Not the diabetes.
You just got schemed it, bro.
Diabetical.
Do I know it's 1250? It's 1250, right?
It's 1250.
We got one more game.
Oh, and yeah, I also beat him in fantasy too. So, yeah, there's that. It's been a beautiful week for Malguli. EJ's Colts gets humiliated by the Texans. Check. EJ gets humiliated with his Dak Prescott fanboy obsession that he can rub lotion on himself and beat off around real men. Check.
Hey, Gooley, you want to know what made it so embarrassing, though, for the Colts fans? Guess what? It got so embarrassed they had to run their kick up out of town.
Yeah, no, to be honest, though, Blankenship should have been cut a long time ago. Because let me ask you something. How can a man with thick bifocals, more thicker than me, Key, and Robert combined, and still miss the damn field goal up the upright? To be honest, though, I don't know. Hold on. To be honest, I don't know who's worse, him or Cody Parkey. No, Blankenship is worse.
Parkey is the worst. I think at least Blankenship at times can hit his, but Cody Parkey, good lordy.
Or Nick Folk.
Nick Folk.
God, I haven't heard that name in a while. That's been hot.
So yeah,
I'll take Parkey.
To be honest though, Ryan
Yeah,
Blankenship, bro, how do you have thick bifocals? You know what?
and he's still missed.
Pat McAfee could kick a field goal better than Blankenship. See, this is what's wrong with the Colts. They get in their own goddamn way. And to be honest though, the Texans really won that game. And you know what? It really showed. You know why? Because the Texans are number one in the AFC South, and they didn't even win a damn game. That lets you know something is wrong.
Hey, at least that makes Dante happy.
It's making me happy because I get to laugh at the Colts. Oh yeah, by the way, me and Dub came up with nicknames for Matt Ryan. Matty Thrice.
Oh Lord.
Matty Dunn. Matty Hype. Because all Matt Ryan is hype. I'm sorry, Colts fans. I know we're supposed to be talking about Dallas, but to be honest, the Colts and Dallas are the biggest two laughingstocks of Week 1. Let me say this about the Colts. You guys, no, this is from EJ's words. The Colts are a Super Bowl caliber team. A Super Bowl caliber team. So a 37-year-old Matt Ryan, who will be 39 once his contract is up. So yeah, this is the ghost of Andrew Luck. But by the way, remember, Kyle Trask was right there 2 years ago. But no, we get Kwity Paye. The Colts are going to suck. And that, you know, I had them winning the division. But the way how it's going, anybody can win. Jacksonville can win that division.
The Colts look bad. The Colts look bad in that game. Colts look bad, Arku. They didn't look good. They didn't look good in the game. They didn't look all right. They didn't look too good in that game.
So also, got a question, y'all.
Every Colts fan that I talked to on Twitter, they said we pretty much embarrassed them and outplayed them. Actually, it just happened. The goddamn play calling got in the way for us. But other than that, that's enough.
Y'all should have went for it on 4th down in midfield. I'm just saying, y'all should have went for it.
But I know what Lovie Smith was thinking on that, though. That's the only reason why he didn't win for. I know what he would think. Because a couple of years ago, Frank Wright went for it in the same scenario, and it cost him a game. So he rather did the risk in it and tied the game up. And anyway, if it comes to a playoff scenario, that tie is going to hurt the Colts. That tie may hurt them in a tough playoff scenario if they needed it. That tie may hurt them.
It's just too bad that their final game is not going to be in Jacksonville because that's next week. I swear, if the Colts lose to Jacksonville, there's no way. There's no way you can come back from a 0-2-1 scenario.
Are they in Jacksonville?
They're in Jacksonville. Week 2 is
automatic L.
Week 2 is Week 2 is Boogeyman week. Think about it.
Like think about it. It's not done. It has not done kind to the Colts.
Like the whole state of Florida is not good to the Colts. that's bad. You got the Bears and Packers, and that's a boogeyman game. You have the Saints and Buccaneers, the boogeyman game. And also, here's another thing about the Colts. If they lose, it's a must-win for them in Jacksonville. They have to win. Because guess what? Your home opener is against the Chiefs. Good luck with that. God. That's why the Colts are going to start off. This is what they do every year. They start off 0-6, and then they just turn it around. And then when it comes to the final game, they get a prostate exam, and then they realize that instead of a glove going up their ass, it went through their throat. That's the Colts in a nutshell.
God damn.
I'm sorry. I just have to say what I have to say.
So big simple as is Dak Prescott injury prone?
Well, let's see. Because I mean, I know last year he dealt, I think it was like 2020.
The year before last,
the ankle injury. I don't know what other major injuries he's dealt with. Like that's a very good point. I don't really say he's injury prone, but I guess you can make the argument for it, but I can't say for sure.
No, Arku. Honestly, I think the Jets are, but the way things are going, the Jets could beat the Dallas right now.
Oh damn. That's bad enough. I don't even. Now just think about that. If Dallas loses the Jets, oh good God, I don't think Dallas is going to let that down.
And speaking of the JETS, just end the season. Robert Saleh is taking receipts of everybody who mocked him, of everybody who he mocked about the Jets losing. Come on, Robert. I know you're not watching this, but look here, bro. Look here. until y'all can get $1 million team and somehow will still lose because the Jets is cursed. I don't care nobody say the Jets is cursed. The Jets are cursed.
The curse of MetLife Stadium. That's what.
Well, I counter that, Key. I got another team that's cursed. More cursed than the Jets. Because you got to remember, the Jets won a Super Bowl. I see your New York Jets, and I raise you the Atlanta Falcons. They're cursed. Because, my God, when the score is 26, or if they're in the 20th zone, they're going to lose.
Oh, like the same.
Like, how a game that
like,
that you couldn't blow and you did it. I don't get it with the Falcons. Whoever's the coach, whoever's the GM.
I think shit. What the hell is his name?
I do not know who the GM of the Colts of Atlanta.
I think he's.
I know who his owner is. Who the owner is?
Yeah, Arthur Blank,
Mr. Home Depot himself.
Like
Mr.
Arthur
Blank
does not care about the Falcons. If he really cared about winning, sell the team.
His mind blanked out.
Like he hasn't been the same since 28-3.
Like, trust me, I think Falcons fans will never let that.
No, they'll never let that go. Like you've been to the Super Bowl twice in your team's existence, and you lost in humiliate. Well, with Denver was just a better team. They were more prepared. But with New England, though, you just choked because Kyle Shanahan is a very, to be honest, I think he should be on the hot seat, especially after that Bears game. You can make the argument that the weather was a factor, but to be honest, no. The weather was kind of a factor, but the play calling was very conservative. You basically played conservative all through the second half, and your team wasn't disciplined
Speaking
enough.
of Doug, that's in the chat. So we got Doug in the building.
Doug, that was a great show.
About his Cowboys.
Doug, that was a great show.
You can't even trust the janitor. Oh, that's so bad.
Yo, when he said that he had no faith in the janitor, I lost it. I was done. That's
just like I feel bad for Doug though, man.
The man said the guy he threw the cheerleaders up in it. He got so bad he threw the cheerleaders up in it. He threw the cheerleaders up in it.
Yeah, like I said on the chat, the season's done for the Cowboys.
Dante, he says, "Do you think Dameon Pierce's performance Sunday, and will he turn it around next week? Well, this week coming."
Well, you can expect to see that because Lovie Smith said he's going to get him more carries. He's going to get him more carries. So Lovie Smith came out and admitted that he should have got more carries. So be prepared for Dameon Pierce to get more carries. And yesterday's game, that bring a point also that they trust Rex Burkhead a lot as well, and he means a lot to the organization. But expect more carries for Dameon Pierce. So yes, I can see a turnaround, but expect more carries for Dameon Pierce. And also, the offensive line got to be better at the run blocking game. They're not better. They're not really that good at the run blocking. They were okay in the pass blocking, but they're not really that good at the run blocking. But yes, expect Dameon Pierce more carries in the upcoming future. Lovie Smith came out today and confirmed it.
No, I'm going to say something about this comment. He said he will say Arthur Blank is one of the one about the fans. He is steadfast on the fact that the stadium concessions be below us in the league, and not only in the league but all around the sport. Listen here, Arthur Blank. Listen here. How in the hell do you put a Chick-fil-A in Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the shit ain't open on Sunday?
You call me. I'll pick up.
Come on. That's when you
want
Chick-fil-A on a Sunday, but preseason in college, you want to be open. No. Why you put a Chick-fil-A in the stadium knowing they ain't open on Sunday? Yeah, but anyway, what did Blasphemous Damon say?
Can I answer this comment here? I don't think Trevor Lawrence is overrated because he played a very phenomenal game. Not phenomenal. He played an okay game.
I think it was better than what it was under Urban Meyer. You definitely tell there's a lot.
Yeah, very different in coaching. The problem is that he tried to play hero ball. That was the problem with Trevor Lawrence. He has to learn when to do check downs and stop trying to be the hero. Because if Trevor Lawrence didn't do that, they would have won that game. And also, I'm going to
Oh
say
yeah.
this too to also Colts fans. How the hell does Carson Wentz have a better game than Matty Ice? And also, here's another thing too, and this is also a fact. Every team, every one of our teams scored a touchdown in week 1 except for the Cowboys.
Yeah, we said that.
God.
Dante fell out.
God.
Oh well, Juice wants Trevor and Nola.
No, you're gonna get Lamar Jackson because I don't see him and the Ravens making a deal.
All right, so we got two more questions. I mean, two more topics here before we get down into the real nitty gritty of things. The Devontae Adams went to the Raiders. Him and Derek Carr got that connection ever since college. Now the Raiders did lose to the Chargers this Sunday. Does Devontae Adams need help in Vegas already? Is it just too one-sided already? Are they just constantly throwing to Devontae Adams? Do they spread it around? Will the Raiders revamp from that? Who wants to go first?
So who the Raiders got in week 2? They played the Chargers.
I think they play the Chiefs.
Oh, good God.
I think. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me check.
The Chargers play the Chiefs. The Raiders play...
Chargers on Thursday, yeah.
They play the Cardinals.
Yeah, they play the Cardinals.
They can bounce back.
Yeah, I think they will bounce back because I think too, it's a whole new regime. Not just in the front coaching. You guys got a whole new front office. You mean there's all these changes that Gruden and Mayock when they were there. Just play with clean house. But I still feel like you definitely can get some. I think Devontae Adams is fine, but if it's going to get to the point where he's going to need help, get that man some help. But I still feel like I think they're still going to play well, even though it's a tough ass division.
Dante, what you think?
I think they're gonna be fine. I don't think it's no question. I think they'll be fine, man. Just give them some time. I think that it's gonna be a matter of time for Hunter Renfrow. Them is gonna be spread around. I think Darren Waller helped them out pretty much yesterday. Most of those balls that Derek Carr threw to Devontae Adams basically force feed passes basically to him. So again, I think they're gonna be fine. There's no concern with Derek Carr and the Raiders. They're gonna be good.
Oh, Ghoulies, you want to answer that since you highlighted it?
Let me say about with Devontae Adams, he gave me a bunch of points in fantasy. But no, he doesn't need any help. I mean, the problem what really cost the Raiders that game was play calling. Mike McDaniels didn't just stop running the ball with Josh Jacobs. And this is my biggest thing with the Raiders. I still don't like the hiring of McDaniel. I don't like the hiring of the head coach. I'm sorry. McDaniel. Did I get it right? McDaniels. I'm sorry. My mind is going. Josh McDaniels is Josh. I mean, he's a good. Let me say he's subpar as a play caller, and it really, really showed because you kept on throwing the ball, but at the same time, you could have ran it with Josh Jacobs, though. You really could have, but he just ran away from it. And just like D said on the network when he live streamed it, you got a lot of stuff to work on, and that is the run game. I mean, quite frankly, I'm not going to say it will be easy taking on Arizona because Arizona do need to bounce back after that Patrick Mahomes 5-touchdown ass whipping, but it's just that Devontae Adams, does he need help? No, it's coaching. It's just McDaniels has to learn when you have the Chargers defense. They're gonna read that pass all the way through, but they're not gonna read a run coming. If you would just change up your game plan and just had in the second half just a little bit by having Josh Jacobs involved. And they even said it themselves, why not do screen passes? And if you saw in their preseason game, the Raiders were killing it. They were killing it on screens. So why are we not doing screen passes? Like for real. And that's how the Chargers won. And congratulations, Jake. And also congratulations to Khalil Mack for getting his revenge on the Raiders with two different teams. I don't know if that's possible in the NFL. You got it with the Bears, now you got it with the Chargers. I still miss singing Return of the Mac. I'm not gonna lie. But at least I got
Mac.
but at least I got I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Ooh,
I am for real.
All right, so Old Man Mob says, "Is it time for me to be worried about the Patriots? Is he over? Is because he's over it, or is he overreacting, or is it just overreacting?"
Let me say this. I think old man mob. I think you're overreacting a little bit. Well, actually, you should be 50-50. You should be worried and you're overreacting. Now, how can you be both? Well, let's see. They had who's was it Matt Patricia?
Matt Patricia is the OC.
Is Matt Patricia as offensive coordinator? Enough said. And defensive coordinator was who again?
I don't know who his defensive coordinator is.
It was another former head. I think was it Joe Judge?
No, Joe Judge is special teams. Going back and forth between offensive coordinators.
Yeah, because like offensive coordinator, yeah, I'm Matt Patricia. I've never been a fan of Matt Patricia as an offensive play caller, and it really showed in Detroit that he was not equipped for the job.
They don't have a defensive.
Oh, you don't have a defensive. No wonder why. How is that possible? But here's the thing about it, though. Like I said, the hoodie monitored. But I wouldn't be surprised if the hoodie was the one calling the plays for next game.
I don't feel like arguing with Damien today because he's saying some blasphemous shit about Derek Carr right now.
Derek Carr is not the issue. Your haircut is the issue. Your freaking breath is the issue. You look like Oscar the Grouch's cousin, Fucko the Grouch, so you can fuck off while you're in timeout. Look, man. Look, Damien. We just beat a Super Bowl caliber team. Just let everybody else have their moments. We're gonna lose to the Packers anyway, 23-10. So, shoot. Even Dub is saying that the Bears might win. Everybody at work, and even including you guys, say the Bears might have a chance. And I just want to look at y'all and just have 5 shots of tequila.
He said Damien's the kind of guy that sniffs school bus seats. I'm done.
And on that note, we cue the music. Or Goodwill Kids undies.
Oh my gosh.
And I want to say one thing to Damien, but I want to get this off. So, say Derek Carr wasn't an issue. He was an issue yesterday. He just wasn't the whole issue, but he was very much an issue yesterday. So, not going to make excuses on that. 3 times he force-speeded the ball to Vontae Adams, who he should have done, but he wasn't the whole issue, but he was a value issue yesterday. Sam Darnold, 235 yards, 16 of 27, and it took a long field goal to beat him. So not Sam Darnold, but Baker Mayfield, Damien. So come with the right facts if you're gonna just ask a question about the loss about Carolina. And yes, Sam Darnold is a piece of garbage. He's ass, and that's the reason why.
I'm sorry.
Darnold sees ghosts on the field. He should be a Ghostbuster.
And it took a long field goal to beat him yesterday. And basically, Baker Mayfield brought the team back yesterday. So shut your pie hole and join the timeout.
He said your pie hole. Yo, I haven't heard that in a while. Remember,
so stay in timeout.
That 70s show.
Stay in timeout, you jabroni. Stay in timeout, jabroni.
Oh, no, it was a yap. Shut your yap. What's a yap?
Oh, Dennis the Menace.
All right, so of course, we're 7200 is starting, where we're starting to do polls and different things like that. So of course, me and Coach Dante, I got to go back to our message and see what the stat was. I picked. We're trying to figure out who is offensive and defensive player for the week. I got to go back up in the messages. I should have written down. Okay, here you go. So Dante picked for his offensive player. He did receiver. He went with Justin Jefferson. And for defensive player, he went for Romare Hill, you had 18 total tackles against that Houston game. And I went with Saquon Barkley. Do any of y'all disagree with any of that?
I don't disagree because Justin Jefferson made, oh my God, he made Green Bay's life a living hell. And, oh God, now we have to deal with this crap. And JDW Sports Talking Show, what is up? I know you're happy.
Boy, man, how you doing, JD? Hey, JD,
I know he's happy.
You recovered? You recovered, JD, man? I'm sorry, man. You recovered, man. You know Coach Dante here for you, man. You know Dante here.
He's a Colts fan?
My boy, that's my boy. That's my boy.
Wait, Ari Sunshine was blocked?
Yeah, I was like, who?
Yeah.
I did it. I did that. That was in my chat.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yes, Michael Thomas bitched the fact. No, here's the problem though. Like my biggest problem with that game was coaching for the Saints. But just like the Bears and just like the Giants, y'all made adjustments. But at the same time, this was the Falcons, you guys.
I forgot it's fun. It's just funny because I was actually looking at a video. He had to move because he got a bunch of shit in his room, like the Legos and everything else. I was like, oh my God.
He did all that.
The defense was horrible. Yeah, your defense is also a big question mark. That's why I was trying to get to you with that Juice. Like I said, losing that piece of shit safety of yours, and now he's with the Eagles, that's going to hurt you guys.
CJ Gardner.
I hate CJ Gardner. I really do. As a human being, I hate him. I think he's a dirty player, but
with your Bears, I remember that.
Yeah, because I think he's a dirty player, and the NFL should have suspended him for 5 games. But yeah, let's suspend Anthony Miller for 3.
Give him back. Yo, how many times are the Eagles going to fleece y'all? Howie then got y'all a lot. Thank you for your
twice.
Thank you for next year's draft pick. Thank you.
Nah, because you know damn well he should have been suspended, Juice. But hey, you guys won. That's all that mattered. And I picked you guys to win. But the only teams that are going to get the guillotine that really deserve it is Colts fans. I want to put Cowboys fans in the guillotine, but I don't want to put Dak on there because he's injured. I'm going to put EJ on there in the guillotine.
Oh, my God.
EJ deserves to be in the guillotine.
He said, good game, coach. Y'all played hard.
Appreciate it, man. I knew we were gonna play hard all year. You know, I had us winning that game through the start of the season. Throughout my whole predictions, I've been consistent. But man, like I say, man, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, man.
All right, so we did put a poll on Twitter for the "That's not how you treat people" moment. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. And we did have 3 things to choose from. We had the Josh Allen stiff arm. We had Fournette's hit on Michael Parsons.
God.
And we had Derrick Henry getting the shit knocked out of him. I don't know if y'all saw that.
I didn't see that.
But oh my God. Oh my God. That hit. I'm surprised Derrick Henry didn't fumble, but it was that hard of a hit. But
Damn.
with 45% of the viewers, Josh Allen stiff arm. I'm not going to front. Josh Allen stiff arm is crazy.
That's disgusting.
Hey, my man's been lifting weights. He really wants to be the man. And I believe Buffalo, you know what? It's so sad that he's no longer with us, but Mitch, you were just a year late, my man. Maybe this could be Buffalo's year. It could be, but it's just 1 week. But they look, even though I'm going to say this right now, even though Buffalo had 4 turnovers, I mean, but they still look better in comparison against the Super Bowl champs. Because Matthew Stafford looked like he was back to Matthew Stafford in Detroit. And that should have been the Matthew Stafford we should have got in the Super Bowl. I'm just saying.
And not to mention the Rams coaching, and then also I felt like Rams coaching was conservative too at the same time.
No, it was terrible. It wasn't conservative. It was just terrible because Cam Akers didn't play, and it's almost cost us a fantasy fantasy game.
It costed me fantasy points. So Patrick Mahomes made up that for me.
Same here. Patrick Mahomes, same here.
Well, thank God I took Patrick Mahomes over the second round pick because shit.
All right, so make sure y'all look out for Twitter. We will be posting week 2 after, well, probably Sunday for the that's not how you treat people moment. Number 2. Y'all want to do reaction or over under?
Reaction, overreaction. I do.
All right. Dun, 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 dun.
Overreaction time.
We gotta come up with a soundbite up on that one.
I know. I gotta do everything. So, overreaction or reaction? The Chiefs' offense is going to be even better without Tyreek Hill.
Ooh.
I don't want to say overreacting because it's been one game. There's only one little problem though. It's tough. Without Tyreek Hill, this offense is still gonna be the same. I think it's still gonna be the same, even though they just added Juju. And Juju, do me a favor, hold on to the goddamn ball. Damn. Mahomes could have got 6, and I could have got 40 from Mahomes.
I could have over 30 plus.
40. And Juju, I drafted you too in the EJ league. Don't fail me like that.
I'm gonna go reaction. Long as you got Patrick Mahomes, I think that offense is gonna be all right. And he didn't look like he need Tyreek Hill on Sunday the way he looked against the Cardinals. I know it was against the Cardinals, but damn, he threw 5 touchdowns in his debut. Now I gotta go reaction on that. As long as you got, I believe, like I say, as long as you got that quarterback in this league, man. I believe, man. It don't matter how less of a weapons that you got against a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, he can make it work, and he made it work against the Arizona Cardinals. So I gotta go reaction right here. I gotta go with underreaction right here.
I'm with Coach Dante as well, because it's like you don't want to bet on Patrick Mahomes because he knows how to make all receivers look good. I mean,
he, like Aaron Rodgers, but with a better attitude. He's Aaron Rodgers with a better attitude and a better arm and more likable, and not a piece of shit that says, "Oh, I hate my wide receiving core."
Oh Lord.
God, Aaron Rodgers, you're on grill mode as far as I'm concerned on what you say.
Save your grill for Sunday.
I am, because EJ's definitely on the grill.
Oh my God.
I am. I'm embarrassing that man the whole week.
Well, me and Keith, we know who we're putting on the grill for sure.
Oh yeah, I got 2 people to put on the grill. But anyway, you say reaction or reaction, Robert?
I say it's a reaction because knowing what Patrick Mahomes and the different wide receivers he has. I mean, like you said, Tyreek Hill out there still going to win double-digit games. We've seen that in the past. Like it's Patrick Mahomes we're talking about here. Andy Reid, Kate, and all that. Casey offense. It's really not that of an overreaction. So I say reaction for me.
All right, the Bills going to the Super Bowl. Was that a reaction or a reaction?
Reaction.
That's
even though they played terrible on. Well, they played bad on Thursday with 4 turnovers, but yeah, you brought it to the freaking Rams. Even though the Rams kind of brought it on themselves, booing and yaying the death of the Queen.
Yeah, but I mean, I say it's a reaction for me because I think with all the pieces that they had together, I mean, adding Von Miller. If James, for those who have James Cook in the fantasy, if he kind of needs to start balling out a little bit and he's to learn how to hang up the football, but I think overall, I mean, knowing how good the Buffalo Bills are, I think they're going to clean up that turnover category.
Dante, Damien got timed out again.
Oh, what the hell is that? What?
No, because he said Green Bay's winning the division. We already know something that didn't need to be put in the chat. But he's a true Bears fan, though. Okay.
I would say I think Minnesota might take the NFC North.
If that happens, Robert, I'm going to laugh and then I'm going to hug you and then I'm going to ask you for the winning lottery numbers.
I wish.
To be
Because
honest, though,
it's possible because look at this team. Look at the Minnesota offensively. And look, yes, Green Bay is the team as they once were. Still not the team as they once were like a couple of years ago. I mean, they lost so many pieces. I mean, you see. I mean, it's ironic that Jair Alexander sacked Aaron Rodgers in Minnesota. So I mean, it's funny enough as it is. His former teammate sacked his ass. So I mean, shit. It makes Gully. It makes most Bears fans like Gully happy to see his ass go down to the ground.
yeah, but at the same time, I thought he was hurt when he collided with his player, helmet to helmet, and then
Oh
landed
yeah.
awkwardly on his back. I was like, oh my God, like I don't want him to get hurt because concussions is nothing to joke around. But at the same
No.
time, the only thing I would say, if let me say this, like with 2018, I didn't feel bad for Rodgers. I mean, granted, when he was hurt, I mean, I understood the Packers season was over. Yeah, you'll get him back next year. But after 2018, his attitude done changed. His attitude done changed. And let me say this. Oh my God. I'm not trying to be that guy because I hate injuries in NFL. They're sobering. But there's a thing called what goes around comes around. I believe in that. So somewhere down the road in one game, Rodgers, like it probably could have been this season with that last hit that he had, and that would have almost did with his.
You see him try to tackle what's her name? I said, Aaron, now come on. Now you know.
See, that's the
What was
thing
his
about
name?
Aaron, though.
On Minnesota. They used to be on Green Bay's defense.
Oh my God. Juice.
Oh, jeez.
And
All
the
right, let's
funny,
move on. The
yeah.
Patriots are going to wait. Dante, did you go?
No, he didn't go.
Go ahead.
I plead the fifth. I'm not gonna crown him after just one game, after just against the Thursday night beatdown. I'm gonna wait. You didn't already know my answer. I'm gonna wait till the playoffs and till Super Bowl get here just to pick a Super Bowl winner. I'm not gonna crown him right then and now.
Okay.
The Patriots are going to be last in the AFC East. Is that a reaction or a
overreaction because there's just in the season.
I think the Jets are gonna be worse. That's an overreaction.
Just in the season and still in this division.
Yep.
Next.
JETS, just in the season. Sorry, I need that on the shirt.
Or not, be like this. JETS, suck.
Jimmy Garoppolo will be the 49ers starting QB again by Halloween.
Overreaction because let me say this about Trey Lance. He had a good game. The problem is that you can tell he's not used to rainy weather. Actually, the 49ers are not used to that rain, that weather, that type of weather. Chicago is. So, like I said in an earlier stream on someone else's channel, if you believed that the Bears won by a fluke, I would agree with you. But at the same time, you have to be more disciplined and your play calling can't be so conservative. That's what cost the 49ers that game. So yeah, conservative, being undisciplined, and then the weather. Those were the three big things that killed the Niners. So yeah, overreaction.
I think
Teletubby. Wait.
I think if the Patriots ever finish under the Jets, old man and my boy JMB Sports Fanatic would cry if the Patriots finish up under the Jets.
Oh, Bobby would have a heart attack if that was to happen.
Old man says, do the Patriots get 10 wins?
No, I think they get 9.
9.
I think they get 9.
They get 9, and they'll probably be the 7th. They'll probably be the 7th seed going in.
Yeah.
Because don't underestimate the hoodie.
Thank you. I've been saying.
Because I'm sorry, if the only time the Patriots will suck if Bill Belichick actually left and Robert Kraft decided to just sell the team. That's the time where the Patriots will go back to the 80s. And we all know what happened in the 80s. I don't have to bring up 1985.
Robert, do you think it's a reaction or overreaction? Garoppolo will be starting QB by Halloween?
I would say reaction if I feel it's kind of a mix depending on who you're asking. I feel like for me, if Trey Lance doesn't do or be consistent, then I think that's a reaction. I think Garoppolo will take over because let's be real. Garoppolo has been so much consistent for them. Even though I still feel like Trey Lance isn't ready just yet.
He said, "I gotta put him in the mental hospital if they behind the Jets." Oh. And last one, Mike McCarthy will be the first head coach fired this season.
Reaction.
Across the board.
That's a reaction.
Let me say this about Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy only got that job because of his resume, because of 2011. Prove me wrong. And
I was about to say the exact same thing too.
Because Scooter Magruder said, like this in his Eagles and his Eagles and Cowboy therapy session like this. Jerry Jones is gonna die soon. Wow, and he won't win another Super Bowl when he dies either. Wow. Jerry Jones realized that his way is not 1994 anymore.
Yeah.
The Cowboys will never go anywhere.
Stuck in their ways. That's not going to change.
He's the Vince McMahon of the NFL world. Jerry Jones is in money. Here's the thing about Jerry Jones too, about the Cowboys in general, and I said this on Doug's stream last night. The Cowboys have to rebuild. I'm sorry, I would trade Dak Prescott for a 3rd or 4th round pick. Because back to that one question, is Dak injury prone? I believe he is. And it's only because of the offensive line. Have you really given Dak any of the help that he so desires? Yes, you've given him weapons. Yes, you've given him running backs.
But the O-line has not been great.
But the O-line has not been great since – what was the one year when they were 13-3 and then they lost to Green Bay?
They had Frederick and Martin and yeah.
I think that was like last year.
No, it was the
13-3 season.
The 13-3 season.
They haven't been the same since then. If they would have kept that offensive line and just been, with all these other moves, the Cowboys, I hate to say this, they probably would have been a Super Bowl caliber team. They probably could have won the Super Bowl. And hey, we could see Stephen A. Smith for the douchebag he is cleaning Michael Irvin's house. But
and those things about the suit. They lost Cedric Wilson. They lost Randy Gregory. Not in that entire debacle. Because the Cowboys thought he signed it, but he pulls an M. Night Shyamalan plot. Was like, no, I'm going to fucking Denver. So see you asses later.
And here's another thing too. Like remember when he said DQ?
Oh, speaking of calling another Cowboys fan in here. What up, Cole's Cowboys?
I was about to say it's not that. This is what makes me hate Dallas. I'm not saying it's all of the fans. I'm not saying it's the true fans who knows what they're talking about. It's the fans that are delusional that makes me hate Dallas. I don't wish
back to the 90s.
I don't wish no injuries, nothing bad on anybody. And I want Dak to have a speedy recovery. It's the fans that irk my soul so bad that
the fact you throw trash at your franchise QB. Now, I will say this too. Don't be surprised if Dak wants out of Dallas, because if that's the case, shit.
He said I hate Dallas right now. Like it y'all can be like, oh, 2-14. Oh, we're gonna win the Super Bowl. Who the hell is winning the Super Bowl at 2-14?
Nobody can. You'll be on, and I think Google actually kicked himself out.
My bad. I hit the wrong button. I was talking to my girlfriend as well because she, trying to had to handle some personal business.
It's a lot of Philly. It's a lot of Dallas fans in Philadelphia, which is absurd to me.
And the front office haven't done. That was Goy's point.
What was my point?
About you say about the front office. The front office has just not done nothing for Dak Prescott.
They haven't done anything for Dak, and that's why the Cowboys will never succeed.
People are stuck in their ways.
It's not even that.
They're not changing nothing.
And also, I'm going to say this right now. You know what? I'd rather have Jason Garrett as the head coach than Mike McCarthy.
Oh, you want the clapper back?
Shoot, you know, I'd rather take Greg Williams being the head coach for the Cowboys than Mike McCarthy. Anybody, fuck, I'll take Urban Meyer than over Mike McCarthy. Yep, I said it. I said Urban Meyer. I would even take Bobby Petrino.
God. Which is crazy enough because Dallas didn't have a solid head coaches since Landry, Jimmy Johnson, shit. Bill Parcells was actually pretty good for the Cowboys back then. A lot of people don't realize how good of a coach he was for Dallas back then. But I mean, if I'm Dak, now my question is if you're Dak, would you want to ask out of Dallas because if the front office is not helping you? Honestly,
he's not gonna. He should, but he won't because if you're getting paid 164 million over what was it? What's the contract? 164 or 180? I could be wrong. Is it? I know it's around that range.
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
But he didn't hit the 200 mark.
Okay. Cowboys should hire John Fox. John Fox would make a better coach than freaking McCarthy. McCarthy is just
Dante can coach the damn Cowboys. What?
I miss their organization. I take their organization on purpose, dude, because I don't like them at all. So I take their organization on purpose.
If I was to own the Cowboys, first things first, I'm trading Zeke. You know where I'm gonna trade Zeke to?
I'm trading the whole everybody up.
I'm trading Zeke. I'm trading Zeke to.
He's gonna get out of that contract.
You know who I'm trading Zeke to? Eagles fans are gonna hate me, but yeah, I'm trading Zeke to the Eagles for Miles Sanders.
Absolutely not.
Hey, he'll take it. Howie will take it. He'll take it.
No, I think Howie's too smart enough to realize
hey. If I coach them and be the GM of them, Keith Coles, Cowboy, my boy Coles, and my boy Cool, they gonna hate me. They ain't gonna like me. So they ain't gonna never get a chance with me.
They gonna be like, can we have Jerry back, please?
No, they gonna hate me. Man, I respect Coles though. That's my boy. Coles and Cool, they're my guys, but
I said this too one time. Everyone calling the games. It's the only way that I said Jones should just. No, at this point, it feels like the Cowboys fans are waiting for Jerry Jones to say, "Hey, you'll be the same boat as the Bears and made the McCaskey. So just let them kick the bucket and just let somebody else take over." I know it's horrible to say that.
The upper room. Would you?
All right, let's get it over under because we got it. So over under. So Cooper Rush will get the start. The Bengals defense will sack him 4 times. Is that over or under?
That's over.
I say over.
That's I'm gonna say that's over. I say they get at least 5.
They're gonna kill him. They're gonna eat him. They're gonna eat him. They're gonna kill him. No, you want to know what they're gonna do?
Yeah, even Cowboys fans even hate Steven Jones too.
No, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna kill that boy to the.
Get both of them out.
You know what might happen? They might, even though Nathan Peterman plays for the Bears now, they might ask for a trade for Nathan Peterman to be the coach, to be the quarterback for the Cowboys. Damn. Or better than that, you could get Rosen. Josh Rosen would be better.
Josh McCown is out there. He was almost a Texans head coach. Josh McCown out there. He can be a quarterback's coach.
I miss Josh. I miss Josh McCown. I miss Josh.
I mean,
look, Gooley had him. Shit, we had him. He almost won the damn playoff game on one leg.
Yes,
on a torn hamstring. Exactly.
To be honest, I'd rather have him as our
outlive the queen.
And Betty White.
God damn it.
Nathan Peterman was tough. No, he's on the practice squad. But yeah, they got Nathan Peterman on the practice squad. Cam? Nah, I would.
I think Cam's already at this point just hang it up.
The fuck Rosen and Rush are the same guy.
Right, I forgot about Mason Rudolph because Mason Rudolph is in fucking limbo right now with the.
It's a three-way quarterback thing over there. But I think Mitchell Trubisky. The Steelers have said that Mitchell Trubisky is going to be the starter all the way through this season. They're going to wait on Kenny Pickett, which is a smart move.
Jared Goff scores 3 touchdowns this week. Over under.
Who are the Lions facing?
Washington.
I can see that.
Is it 3 passing touchdowns or just?
That's not happening.
3 touchdowns overall.
If it's rushing touchdowns,
3
I
passes.
say over.
Jared Goff ain't mobile like that.
No,
No.
He get one on the ground.
That's under.
He get one on the ground.
That's under.
But if you're talking about 3 passing, then I'm gonna go with the 2. I'm gonna go with 2.
3 passing touchdowns.
No, he's getting
you get
1.
1 or 2.
No, he's just getting straight up 1. Chase Young is not going to and that defense.
Chase on the pup list
for a while.
Who? Chase?
He's on the pup list. Yeah, Chase Young's out on the pup list. They still got a good
defensive line. They still can be.
Yeah, they still got a good D line. And Damian said over. My God.
No, I got under. I'm gonna go 2. I'm gonna go under. I say.
Wait, Jerry Jones needs to put his ego aside and call up Cap. That's not gonna happen. Now that's Cap. That ain't gonna happen. You see what I did there?
Dalvin Cook rushes for 150 yards.
Who they face?
Philadelphia.
Nah, I don't think
that ain't happening.
I'm gonna go under.
I'm gonna say under.
I'm gonna go with 100 yards, just 100 yards, but I don't think he gets 150.
I'm saying 75.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 100 though for him. But I don't think he gets the full 150. If he gets 150, they win the game. They may win the game.
And over under, the Jets score 10 points, and they play Cleveland.
Where the Jets playing? In Cleveland?
No, I think they score.
That can happen. That can happen.
That's gonna happen.
Actually, no, that's not gonna happen because that Cleveland's defense is too good for that. It's too good for that.
I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna go 13. I'm gonna go 13. I'm gonna go.
And Joe Flacco is still the damn
starts on second. And I will say, and I'll agree with this goalie too. Like, at least do something. Like, I don't know. And
don't they also got Taylor Heineke? So why are you not? No,
Washington does.
Okay, so wait, they have another backup quarterback that they can use.
Crap.
White.
Yeah, Mike White. Yeah, why not start Mike White?
I don't get it with Jets front office. I mean,
can the Jets just sell the team? Can the Mara family just say the N word and keep it moving?
God, dude. But I would say this. I mean, shit. And I'm agreeing with Google too. Like, why fucking L for the Cleveland Browns? Like, that's always the biggest nitpicks. Like, why Brownie the Elf? It's like, oh, he's sponsored by cookies now.
Can I say this too, Brownie the Elf? I'm sorry. Why was it not? And also, this is not a knock at Tyler, but seriously, it should have been a dog. Scrappy Doo would have been more of a best mascot than the fucking elf. I'm sorry, isn't it? It should be a dog. It should have been a dog. Cleveland
they have a whole group called the Dog Pound for a reason.
Thank you. Why not a dog? Why is it a freaking elf? Bro, it looks like Lucky's cousin, Unlucky Leprechaun. That's in the freaking bro.
All right, so let's get into the real nitty gritty of why everybody's here. We got week 2 pick predictions here. Give me a second because I'm actually gonna go off of my pick'ems, and y'all are gonna be shocked as shit at me. Again, y'all gonna be shocked today and on Sunday because I'm still keeping these same picks. Sunday it could change, but as of right now, they as follows. So we got the Thursday night game. We got the Los Angeles Chargers against the Kansas City Chiefs. Dante, who you taking?
Damn, this is a tough game, man. I'm tired of picking the Chargers time and time after.
I took the Chiefs. I'm sorry. I can't trust the Chargers defense.
They have a big win. I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I just don't. I know the Chargers are at home, but every time it comes down to a big time situation, it's just the Chargers don't bring it out for me. I'm just gotta go with the Chiefs, man. Not at the moment. If the Chargers want to show me that they're gonna be for real, they gotta show me that they can beat the Chiefs. They gotta show me they can beat the Chiefs in Los Angeles. But I'm taking the Chiefs in this game.
Dooley?
I had to literally check my ESPN pick'em, and I originally picked the Chargers, but I'm a little bit 50-50 with this game. I kind of trust the Chargers defense, but until you realize that they're hurt on corner is a big hit for them. And Mahomes is coming off a 5-touchdown game. God, as much I hate going against Khalil Mack. I really hate it. But I gotta go Kansas City. But it's going to be a close game.
It is going to be close. I know that for a fact because these
up,
are high
normal
scoring
guy?
offenses.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers here.
Oh damn!
I'm not mad at it.
Lightning?
But like I said, I might change my
I mean,
pick.
they're two good teams, so I'm not mad if anyone picked the Chargers.
Like
We got the
yeah.
JETS just in the season against the Cleveland Browns. I think
Browns.
it's across the board
Browns.
here. that
Browns.
Cleveland
Move
is-
on.
Browns. Next game.
We got the
The
Washington
Browns-
Commanders against the Detroit Lions.
You know
As
what's
crazy
gonna
as
shock y'all? I'm going with Detroit.
So
I'm
am
taking
I.
Detroit. Detroit. I'm sorry. I mean, I like what Washington brings because I mean, Jahan Dotson. I like what that kid brings. I like Terry McLaurin, but knowing Carson Wentz and me and Keen know this better than anybody. He has a tendency to play hero ball, and that bites him in the ass. And we've seen it against when he was with Indy against Jacksonville. Completely shits the bed. Trying to play hero ball. Like who's to say he can't do the same? And we know
Let me
what.
tell y'all how close it is on the ESPN predictor. 52% for Washington, 48% for Detroit.
Oh.
I'm going for the Lions here.
Probably the best 3 and 14 team we
The
see.
best 3 and 14 team I've ever seen in my life. We got the Tampa Bay Bucks going up against the Saints.
Boogeyman.
I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
I'm going with Tampa Bay myself because
it's Tom Brady we're talking about here.
It's not even because of Tom Brady. It's just the fact that this defense from the Saints was very questionable because the fact that you gave up 26 points is still incredible. And I still believe that Jameis Winston is not that guy. I'm sorry, Juice. He's not that guy.
We fleeced him for Gardner Johnson too. So I mean, shit, they don't even have him. Like who knows? Like it was bad enough that the defense actually had a hard time stopping the Atlanta Falcons. That actually tell you how bad. Like you can't even stop one of the bad teams in the NFL. In the Atlanta Falcons, if you can't stop them, then you got some huge problems.
Dante, who you got?
I'm going for the Saints in this game. They know how to beat them in the regular season. Trust me, the Saints know how to beat Tampa Bay in the regular season. They're not going to do it when it matters, but they got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers number in the regular season. So, and like I say, I believe the Saints defense is going to be better. They're going to be fine. They're going to be better. I'm not so concerned about them getting points put on them against Atlanta. I think they're going to make the adjustments. So I'm going to take the Saints. They have their Tampa Bay number in the regular season, but when they get to the postseason, I think Tom Brady will beat them. I think Tom Brady is going to figure out. So I'm going to take the Saints in this one.
We got the Carolina Panthers against the 1-0 New York Giants. Now, 57% picked the Carolina Panthers, and then 43% picked the Giants. I'm going Panthers here.
I'm taking Panthers. I mean, and I get it. Yes, they're coming off a close loss against Cleveland. We've seen, and Baker Mayfield is good enough to help get some of these guys over. I mean, shit. I mean, you can't deny the fact he throws a bomb to Robbie Anderson for 75 yards. It's like, I still feel like, I mean, knowing the Giants, I mean, it's hard to trust the Giants because, like, you don't know what you're going to get, especially with Daniel Jones. So, been one of the most, I think, inconsistent quarterbacks for the last.
That's the reason why I have them losing because I think Daniel Jones only played.
Because every other aspect, I mean, shit. I mean, defensively, they look good defensively. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I mean, it comes down to Daniel Jones because isn't the Carolina home against the Giants?
No, the Giants are at home.
Oh God, that fucking says, jeez. I think Carolina. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to say the Carolina. It's going to. I think Carolina's going to win by double digits. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I think it's going to be close enough. I say by 10 or 15 points.
Dante, who you got?
Carolina in a close game.
We got New England going against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Still
Steelers.
taking Pittsburgh.
Sorry. It's the way that everything have gone with New England. The fact you have Matt Patricia calling offensive plays, I can't trust that. That's very suspect as hell.
This week, on Days of Our Steelers, the Black and Gold Brigade take on their most hated rivalry in the New England Patriots. As this Malguli fanboy is going to pick Pittsburgh because their defense is too goddamn good, and Damian still needs a bowl cut.
And Mitch Trubisky looked pretty good too.
Yeah, Mitchell Trubisky looked pretty good. Give Trubisky a chance, damn it. And by the way, Damian, bite me. The reason why you're picking the Patriots because Mitchell Trubisky kissed your girl's titties and ran away.
I cannot.
Yeah. How sway.
You got the Colts and going up against Jacksonville. Oh, Dante, you picking the Steelers?
Yeah, I'm picking the Steelers as of right now. I think the Steelers, like I say, their defense is going to be competitive, and I do not like the way the Patriots are looking. But I think when they go down 0-2, I think they're gonna. I still think the Patriots are going to find a way to bounce back, but it won't be this week.
Colts and Jacksonville.
Boogeyman game. This is another boogeyman game because the Colts cannot win in Florida.
For some reason, it's always a big curse for them. So I want to go with Jacksonville. Even though Jacksonville, with all the changes that they've made, they can be very competitive in that division. Don't get me wrong.
They almost beat Washington.
If the Colts lose to Jacksonville, they're done. Season's over. Season's over.
Shit.
You might as well start Nick Foles.
Dante.
Oh my God!
I'm picking the Colts. I'm picking the Colts.
I can't trust the Colts against Jacksonville, and the game is in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
They consistently lose in Jacksonville too. They haven't won a game in Jacksonville.
They haven't won a game in Jacksonville since the year of Mark Brunell. That's how long it's been.
Oh my God! Really?
That's how it feels like.
Oh my God, man! And I don't even think Jacksonville that good. I kind of want to wait till I get into the Pick'em league. Like I said, I know, but I just don't like the Colts. Their roster is better, but they don't play great in Jacksonville. Their roster is better overall, and you would pick them to beat Jacksonville because they're a better team. But when they go to Jacksonville, they shit the bed. Yeah, give me Jacksonville. I got to go with Jacksonville. Until the Colts beat them in Jacksonville, then I'm going to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah, you just give me Jacksonville.
Oh, Victoria team. By the way, Trubisky is not better than Fields. Stop it.
Better than Fields?
No. See, Juice is using my words against me here. Look, I said the Bears never gave Trubisky a freaking chance because that organization and the fan base are too impatient. So no, let's not do that. No. Let's not do that. Now, Juice, if I say Jameis Winston is better than damn Taysom Hill and Drew Brees combined, you would have a freaking heart attack.
Solo just won the NXT title.
What? How does that work? Is he on the main roster? Okay, well, so the Bloodline got every goddamn belt.
So old man says, if the Colts have a worse record, is Frank Reich gone?
Yes. Frank Reich's gone and Chris Ballard's gone.
And it pains me as an Eagles fan, and I love Frank Reich. I think he's got to go because let's be real. I mean, when was the last good coach, solid head coach they ever had? I can't think of one on top of my head at the moment.
What, the Colts?
The Colts anyway.
Pagano?
Yeah,
Tony Dungy was the solid coach they've ever had. Coach Dungy. I don't even count Pagano because Pagano was terrible. Actually, no, I take that back. Jim Caldwell was the most solid coach that they had ever since when Dungy left.
Oh God, yeah, another guy that's
Miami going up
another
Baltimore.
Miami and Baltimore.
I took Baltimore.
I took Baltimore, but I'm changing my pick to Miami because I think Miami got more weapons than the Ravens, and plus, that defense is. Whew. If you can lead the Patriots with 7 points, then you're doing something right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like I'm a Google. I'm taking the Dolphins. I mean Tua, and we all could agree this is on Tua's shoulders. This is a make it or break it year for Tua.
Oh Lord, Dante, who you got?
I'm going with Baltimore, and I see why both. I see why they should put gave up only 7 points versus the Patriots. They don't have anything special on the offensive side. The quarterback Matt Jones is okay. He's not great. They have nobody outside of Devontae Parker. I mean, they do got Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry, but I mean, if you stop the running game and Stevenson and Harrison, then you got no other options. So I see why they gave up only 7. Why that defense only gave up over 7 points. But I'm gonna take the Ravens in this. I'm gonna take the Ravens in this game. But it's gonna be a close game. I think the Dolphins are gonna keep it close, and I do think the Dolphins got more weapons. I think the Ravens defense is gonna keep them in the game and give them opportunities and force some turnovers.
Damian, John Fox didn't want to draft Trubisky, and Nagy didn't even want him there. So, no. See, this is why you be putting on timeout, because your teeth are so yellow that you're spreading out bullshit here on the panel.
Put that jabroni back in timeout.
Oh, I put him on permanent timeout.
Rams
Vegas,
or Arizona, Atlanta.
Wait, who?
Oh yeah, Keith. Yeah.
You got the
You
Rams
okay,
or
Rob?
Atlanta.
Rams. Oh
I'm
wait,
taking
Rams in Atlanta.
Rams. I'm sorry.
Rams bounce back
Atlanta's-
because Atlanta's a shit show. They can't even hold a lead to save their life. They can't even hold a lead if their anuses was on the line. Literally, there was so much deformation on that damn field.
Dante.
Don't ask me the question.
Next game.
You already know you're taking the Rams. You're right. San Fran and the Seahawks.
The Seahawks, they had a very impressive win last night, even though they kind of played a little trashy. But Geno Smith was playing like was playing like out of his mind. We haven't seen that type of style from Geno since his Jets days. Does it continue here? No. I think Trey Lance and the 49ers will get this together. But I will say this right now. If the 49ers lose to the Seahawks, yeah, we might be seeing Jimmy G by week 3 or week 4. So I'm going with the 49ers.
Who you got, Dante?
I'm going with the 49ers for a bounce back game this weekend. And if they find a way to lose to the Seattle Seahawks, like Goody said, it's going to be a major problem if they find a way to lose to Seattle. That means Trey Lance not doing so well, and then now you got questions to ask. Is Trey Lance really that guy? Should they bring back in Jimmy G? But this is a big game for the San Francisco 49ers, and I think they will get the job done.
I'm sorry, Matty Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. Should we just move on?
Wait, who's it? Houston and the Cowboys? The Battle of the Texans?
Cincinnati.
It's Cincinnati.
Oh, Cincinnati, it's a bounce back for them. But the biggest question for Cincinnati is this. Joe Burrow, 4 interceptions. That's not the way you want to start it. But at the same time, even though I'm not trying to say the Cowboys have a chance, the only way is Parsons. Michael Parsons would have to get the forced fumble, interception. You have to be everywhere. But that's just one man. One man can't beat a whole team. So, yeah, Cincinnati, you bounce back, and you got to bounce back in the best possible way. Joe got to throw at least 2 touchdowns for Jamar Chase.
The Bengals going to have it. We got the Denver Broncos going against the Houston Texans. Who y'all got?
Coach Dante, I love you, buddy, but yeah, it's going to be a Jerry Judy show. It's going to be Judge Judy. Judge Judy will get 3 touchdowns. No offense, but it's gonna be Judge Judy.
Dante, who you got?
Nah, just keep up with the energy. I like that. I'm gonna go with Denver, but I'm gonna go as a close game. And I want people, like I say, to think it's easy. No offense, you don't gotta say sorry. It's your prediction. It's your football. It's all football. But I love that. I love the energy.
Oh, now
Hey, Robert's back.
outside.
Yeah. So what I meant. So who are we at now?
You got Cincinnati or Dallas?
Oh, Cincinnati. I'm sorry, Dallas is the absolute dog shit.
What was the game before that?
You
I
got
didn't hear
Denver
Robert's
or
prediction on
Houston?
that.
San Fran or the Seahawks?
I'm gonna take the Niners. But
And we going to Houston and Denver.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go with Houston on this one. I like the showing that I like how I like what Houston has brought. I mean, the fact that without it'll be the first time in the NFL. I mean, they got potential to be a good team. Not like the bottom of the battle, being at the bottom of the AFC South or NFC South or whatever.
AFC South.
But I mean, I think we all agree, with AFC South, it's not a great division, so that can be any teams to win that division. That's just me. So I'm taking Houston over Denver. It's going to be a close game though.
We got the Raiders going up against the Arizona Cardinals.
This one here is very hard to pick because both teams need a big win. Well, actually, in a possible way, the Cardinals coming off of an ass whipping, and the Raiders coming off of embarrassment to losing to their little brother in their division. And Damian saying tie, that's not going to happen. And it's in Vegas, so I'm going to go with the Raiders. The Raiders.
And go think of this too. They don't have DeAndre Hopkins for the next 4. After this game would be 4. You don't have it's a 6-game suspension, and that also hurts them as well.
Yeah, it really hurts. They really need D-Hop in the worst possible way. I'm gonna say this right now. Christian McCaffrey is gonna be fired, but also Kingsbury is next. Kingsbury is gonna get fired next.
Quick question before we move on. Finish. Old man says, should Dallas bring in Cam Newton until Dak comes back? Yes or no?
It's desperate, it's risky, but at the same time, if you want to keep pace with the following teams in that division, like the Eagles, the G-Men, and God forbid, the Commanders, you're going to have to bring up Cam. So, yeah, I can see them bringing Cam.
Solo's a North American champion. Okay,
North American. All right, cool. I was about to say, if he was the world champion, I was like, houseway.
So we got the Sunday night game, Green Bay going up against the Bears.
How did I get skipped twice?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
On the Cincinnati game and on that game, but really, like I said, I'm not going to get into the Cincinnati game. I'm not going to get into.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good. I'm not going to get into the Cincinnati game. I'm not going to say nothing at that game. So I said that gives you an indication, but the Raiders game, I'm going to take the Raiders because I think they need the victory a little bit more than the Arizona Cardinals. Both teams need the victory, but I think the Raiders needed a little bit more. I think this is more going to be a desperation win for the Las Vegas Raiders. You cannot go down 0-2. Well, you're not going to go down 0-2 in the division, but you will be down 0-2 during the season with different teams, good teams fighting for a wild card spot. That can really hurt you far as that part. But so I think the Raiders are going to come out with this game because they're going to be more desperate to win it more than the Cardinals, even though the Cardinals do need it. And then plus, Kyler Murray does not play well without DeAndre Hopkins. It continues to be showed over and over and over again, and that showed in the ass whooping they took this weekend.
And Dante, think of this too. Kyler Murray doesn't play well. When the second half comes, that's when Kyler Murray just disappears. We've seen that already well documented.
Green Bay against the Bears. Who you got?
Just say Green Bay, damn it.
I'm taking Green Bay, but if the Bears upset the Packers, I'm gonna be shocked as a motherfucker right now. But unfortunately, It's going to be Green Bay, but isn't Green Bay or is Green Bay home or away?
Okay, Green Bay
I
is at
don't think it
home.
matters if they at home or away.
Hold on, Green Bay is at home, and also here's another thing, guys. That a lot of people not bringing up. This might be another weather effect because apparently it's going to be raining in Lambeau Sunday night.
Damn.
So yeah, the weather might be a freaking factor again. So yeah, Coach Dante is going to pick Green Bay because that's our boogeyman.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, until they prove they can beat them, then yeah, I'm gonna take the Green Bay Packers.
Well, let me ask you boys this. Let me ask you boys this. If somebody is going to join us, Tyler. Let me ask you boys this, okay? Let me ask you boys this.
Tyler gonna hop in.
Is this the best?
In like 2 seconds.
With Green
Hey,
Bay,
I just want to hop in for a minute, so.
With Green Bay being weak and weaker on the wide receiving core, is this the best opportunity this season for the Bears to get at least one win over Green Bay?
That's my
question to all of you.
Yes. That's
this year for sure.
If it's any other year that the Bears could probably beat Green Bay, it has to be this year. It has to be this year. But like I said, I don't think it will. I don't think they will beat them. I just don't think they will. But if it's any other year, I believe this year got to be the year. But I just don't think they will beat them.
Okay, who you're picking? You're picking the Packers. It's okay. Packers. It's okay. I'm not gonna get mad.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get mad because guess what? I picked Green Bay my damn self. The only way we can beat Green Bay if Aaron Rodgers still doesn't trust his wide receiving core, but at the same time, here's the thing. This is a big test, not only for Justin Fields and its new offense. It's not and also this is a test for this new 4-3 defense, but the big test is Matt Uberfleece and Luke Gasly themselves. Luke Gasly calls himself Uberfleece still. He makes it look effortless. Anyway, if Luke Gasly say he's an Aaron Rodgers whisperer, so if he can give Justin Fields, or better yet, the defense that's a 4-3, the tricks in the trade on how to stop Rodgers, then maybe we'll win. And Gene, Packers ain't winning by 17. Packers are winning by 13. It's gonna be 23 to 10. At least, because two things. Rain is going to be a big-ass factor. And if Aaron Rodgers' game plan is to throw it to Dillon and Jones all game, yeah, that Bears 4-3 defense might eat that alive. So if the Bears do win, I'm going to say this. I will come up here and I will talk major crap to the point I'll do a cartwheel on live camera. If the Bears win,
I will pay good money to see that shit.
If the Bears win, I will do a freaking cartwheel. I will do a cartwheel while drinking some Kool-Aid.
Oh, not Kool-Aid.
Yep.
Well,
yes, Kool-Aid. You're going to do a cartwheel at the same time. You're going to have a cup in your mouth drinking.
It's better than Dub. Dub wants me to get high and intoxicated if the Bears win, which ain't going to happen because I got to work the next day.
Live a little, brother.
I gotta work the next day and I gotta drive, so nah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, smart.
Tyler, who you picking real quick? You got Green Bay or Chicago?
Honestly, I feel like the Green Bay. I feel like there's no sense of urgency with Green Bay after losing Devontae Adams. They've lost it. Sammy Watkins lost a step. The other wide receiver's old.
Their O-line is hurt, and their O-line is banged up right now.
O-line is banged up to oblivion. So I'm going to have to give this one to the Bears.
Oh,
I'm going to have to do it.
If the Bears win, Tyler, I swear, you guys just don't know how the hell I'm going to do. Y'all might have to call me and call an ambulance because I probably might have an instant heartburn if the Bears win.
You better have some Tums in line, brother. You better have some Tums in line, Ghoulie. Oh my God.
Like at least I'm a reasonable Bears fan. At least I don't like I said, until Aaron Rodgers retires, then and Jordan Love's bum ass does, and also to Gene, y'all forgot about last year, week 1 against the Packers and Saints. But this is what the Packers do every year. They always choke in week 1, and then they just become a totally different team. It doesn't matter if Devontae Adams is there or not. Green Bay is still Green Bay.
That's why I don't think. That's why I don't think it will matter. It will matter at all.
It don't matter because Aaron Rodgers, unless
I still think that they did it last year, and what happened? Everybody counted them out, and they got hot. They got hot again, and I said I don't think week 1 this year will matter. I think they still gonna be fine. They're still gonna be fine.
Like I said, the only way we can beat Green Bay if the damn receivers don't catch a thing. The rain becomes a big ass factor. Aaron Rodgers slips on the banana peel and his mustache comes out, knowing that he's a full-grown woman underneath with titties for testicles. But
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's possible.
Who needs ESPN when you're gonna have that analyst?
So we got 2 Monday night games coming up. First game is Tennessee against Buffalo Bills. Who is everybody picking?
Oh, Buffalo. I'm sorry. Tennessee ain't worth jack shit.
Oh my god, he gonna crucify his damn rooster.
If the Bears win, I swear I will crucify the neighbor's rooster.
First DM.
Oh my god, that got dark.
Y'all, if the Bears win, guys, just DM me good luck. DM me I'm gonna say this: the Bears will win the Super Bowl if they beat Green Bay. This is our Super Bowl.
Fully, I am going to DM you 3 words. Take your Tums.
Oh my god!
Man, I might be taking
We are taking Buffalo or Titans.
Buffalo. Losing A.J. Brown hurts the living crap out of them, and we saw, and their kicker can't make their field goals.
And this is a revenge game, right? This is a revenge game from last year, correct?
Yeah, no, from the playoffs. The playoffs.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, we get the best of both worlds. Buffalo, it's time for you to beat the crap out of them. Derrick Henry, I love you, but yeah, no.
You're gonna get your...
That's all they really have is Derrick Henry. Yeah, Tannehill's okay, but all they really have that's just dominant is Derrick Henry.
Robert Woods and Treylon Burks and.
But still, I'm going to have to choose the Bills. They are stacked on both sides of the football.
Everybody going Bills. Dante, you going Bills?
Yeah, I'm going Bills. I'm going Bills by at least 10. I'm going Bills by at least 10. It's going to be close, but I just think the Bills are a better overall football team, and I think the Titans are just a fraudulent football team in the AFC South. So yeah,
I feel like with the Titans,
but they got too many. Go ahead, Tyler. My bad. I'm gonna let you.
They've got too many holes now. They lost AJ Brown.
Too many. Let's put it this way: too many holes like Swiss cheese.
Yeah. They've got one glaring hole at special teams, and that's the kicker.
Also, here's another thing a lot of people don't bring up too is quarterback as well. A lot of people believe that Tannehill is not the guy. Personally, I think Tannehill is the guy for Tennessee, in my opinion. It's just that his contract is ridiculous. His contract is his contract's terrible.
The only problem that I have with Tannehill is that he chokes in the playoffs. If he just stops choking in the playoffs, he'd be the guy.
I think it's not even just him choking. It's also the fact too. You got to put defense up there as a corporate too.
Now defense didn't do numbers either. I mean, but Tannehill was throwing picks left and right. Playoffs.
9 sacks on Joe Burrow. 9.
Yeah, that is true.
But they do got an upcoming player, bro. They do got an upcoming player. I want everybody to take a look at. They had a very solid game last week. It's Kyle Phillips, the rookie out of UCLA. I like him very much. So they got to respect. Titans got a respectable defense, but I don't think Robert Woods and Treylon Burks will be enough. Not against this defense of Buffalo. Not against these safeties and linebackers and defensive tackles. Not against this. I don't think he'll be, especially in Buffalo. Now they got to be in Buffalo. I don't think that's going to be enough.
And we got the last game of the evening. We got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Minnesota Vikings. Who are y'all picking?
Let them fly. Let them
I'm going with the
fly.
Eagles. I picked them during the regular season. I picked them with schedule release to win this game. I'm going to stick with the Eagles this game.
I want the Eagles to win.
Gotta go with the Birds.
If the Eagles
I'm
win,
going
then that
to
means
go-
that everybody's tied in the NFC North.
And I'm going to go Philadelphia Eagles because that offense. I mean, if Jalen Hurts can improve from last game, fantastic. The defense, they need to step it up a bit. They need to step it up a bit. But that offense, you throw a deep ball to AJ Brown all game, it's over.
I'm gonna say this about the
Y'all
Eagles
gonna hate
too.
me. Y'all gonna hate me.
You're going against your team?
Oh.
To be honest though, because let's be real.
Minnesota could beat them. They could beat them. That's not a long shot.
Yeah, Minnesota can beat them.
They can very much beat them.
Should they beat Green Bay with ease?
But no, the reason why I picked Minnesota is if DeAndre Swift can have 140 something yards, what the hell is Dalvin Cook gonna have?
Oh, that's true too. Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, realistically, yeah. If he can, if they don't stop the run, that could very well happen for the Eagles.
And also,
they'll lose this.
too, this also taught us back to last week. Davis didn't get that much snaps.
He only got 22. And when
I
he
mean,
wasn't
if
there,
he runs the ball
when
like
he wasn't there, Swift didn't run over 10 yards. When he wasn't in there, that's when they ran it. So Jonathan Gannon, let me shut up because I'm saving him for Sunday. That's my roast for Sunday. I'm saving it.
No, but like I say, man, a lot of that stuff not Jonathan Gannon though. If you missing tackles, if
they
you're missing
tackle shit.
and stuff, yeah, if you missing that, that's not on
the thing. I don't really think.
Wait a minute.
That's not on Jonathan Gannon. If they out there missing tackles,
Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute.
That's not on Jonathan Gannon.
Is this a Monday night game?
That's on
This is the Monday night game. This is right after. There's a double header. There's one on ESPN and there's one on ABC. Strictly on ABC.
Kirk Cousins has only won two prime
I know he's not good in prime time.
And that was against the
we
Bears.
sucked prime time. Sucked at prime time.
Yeah, I gotta go with the Eagles just because of the statistics.
But yeah, I have to agree with Gooley, or not Gooley. I have to agree with Dante here. It's not that Gannon, his scheme isn't working. It's the fact there's too many guys on that defensive side of the ball that's missing tackles.
Yeah,
left
that's not
right.
That's not a coaching thing right there.
Yeah, this is not a coaching issue. This is a tackling issue. If you're not tackling the guy, he's gonna burn you.
It's watch. I'm gonna get burnt and pick 'em purposes. Every time I pick Minnesota, they lose, and when I don't pick them, they win. So,
just like last year.
Just like last year.
I'm
I'm
gonna tell y'all, if Dalvin Cook runs for 150 yards, like if Key on the bowl prediction, that means it's the same shit like it was last year, pretty much. I can already tell. If he runs like that again, and these guys doing the same thing they did last weekend, it's the same shit. You know it's going to be the same shit. Then we got better players in this defense. Still can't stop the run. They still not that good. It's got to be a problem.
Yeah, there is a problem evidently, and the problem is worsened when even when the secondary can't stop this run. Like you have guys running 100-something yards in the first half. Yeah. You got to tackle better. You have to stop the run better. Hell, where was Nakobe Dean week 1?
He only got 3 snaps.
Start Nakobe Dean for the entire game. Start Jordan Davis for the entire game. When Nakobe Dean and Jordan Davis were out there on the field preseason, we stopped every damn thing. But we didn't start Jordan Davis, and Nakobe Dean had 3 snaps. That's inexcusable.
So the Aces did win tonight. They are 2-0 in the series. I think
they're gonna sweep Connecticut.
That's my NBA title win. That's my NBA.
Let me say this about Connecticut as a whole. That was a team that just didn't belong in the finals. The only reason why they got there is because Chicago was choking on their own shit, and that's mostly from coaching. So, yeah. So If I'm so Candace Parker, I mean, you could use your city liability. You could get that idiot head coach fired. Who calls how you don't call a timeout when it's a 15-0 run? Like, for real.
Now, you wait too goddamn late to call a timeout. You wait till a 15.
You know what? Do you know what, Gooey? Do you know what, Gooey? I'm throwing my own NBA coach under the bus. That was a goddamn Doc Rivers move.
Hey,
It was.
you wait till 15 run to call a timeout. You might well don't even call a timeout.
That right there should have got him fired. And if I'm Candace Parker, I'm like, you're not gonna call a timeout after the second three?
I would
Really?
call my own damn timeout.
If it's like if it's no more like this, if it's not if it's an 8-0 run, I'm calling a timeout. Right then, if it's an 8-0 run, if it gets an 8-0, yeah, I'm calling a timeout. I cannot let it get 12-0 or 14-0 just to call a timeout.
And what made it worse, y'all, we lost at home. That's what I can't. That's why I'm like, the only thing I can't get mad about is the fact that we won last year. If we didn't win last year, I would be going on the sky harder. I would be getting on them harder. But hey, we won last year, so we won our first championship last year.
Jim Boylan move.
Oh God, you said the Eggman. Oh, wait a minute. He's in my fridge right now. Hey, it's Jim Boylan. It's Jim Boylan. Hi, Jim. Say hi to the people.
You can't let it get. You can't know where world. You can't let it get.
I see the resemblance. I see it.
Jim. Oh my God, Jim Boylan was the bro. Jim Boylan was the.
Hey, Julie, the run was 18, right? The run got as big as 18, 18-0 run, right?
No, the biggest
18-0 run.
It was a hold on. It was a 9-point run and it tied the game, and they didn't call a timeout, and then it became another 9. Like it's six more points.
It was 18. It was
18. It was an 18-0 run.
You know what? Didn't even call a timeout. You let it get that far. When the game is tied. And that was a 10-0 run when the game time, you call a timeout right then and now. You just call a timeout right then and now, settle them down. If it's an 18-0 run, you might well don't even call a timeout.
like for real, like even like and shout outs to Mike Hughes for talking about that, because I would have literally asked, like, dude, why you did not have your timeouts? You had 3 of your biggest timeouts. And then you also, should have got tech for going out in the field, getting into a Connecticut player's face and calling a timeout in front of her face. Oh. That should have been a goddamn tag. Watch that whole entire play. When Copper was about to get her tech, but nobody called the tech on it. But actually everybody should have been involved, should have got a tech. And to quote Urinane Tree, a 9-point game with 3 minutes left should have been game over. But no, you freaking blew it. And you know what? That's why Connecticut, like I said, Connecticut just didn't belong here. They really didn't. I mean, I think they're talented. Yes, but they just didn't belong here. The Aces got an easy opponent. On the mission. Becky Hammond's on a mission. And you know what? I'm proud of Becky Hammond. But now, if you're the Chicago Sky, it's a crossroads for you at this point. I mean, you won a championship last year. You flopped.
Your coach is the GM too, right?
Oh God.
Yeah, he is the GM. He got the executive of the year.
He got GM of the year.
Yeah. But the Aces had an easy first round. The Aces had an easy first round matchup. They had an easy first round matchup, but they had an awesome second round matchup with the Seattle Storm. They had an easy first round matchup. That Phoenix Mercury team for the fall apart. They could have fall apart.
You stressed the fuck out right
now. Hey, Goolie, was Mike mad? Was Mike mad after the loss?
No.
He wasn't mad? Okay.
Mike wasn't mad. He was like, oh, this was a really good season. To me, it was a bust. Because the way how that roster was, it was good enough to go back to back.
It was.
So yeah, it was a bust.
Very good enough. It was very good enough to go.
It was a bust. But like I said, as long as Miss Parker got her one for the city, cool. And also for all these assholes that's comparing her to CP3, here's the difference between her and CP3. At least Candace got rings. What does CP3 have? State Farm commercial. And also, cheers to Chug.
All All right, so we're gonna ask this one last question before we roll out of here. Um, the Dodgers clinch. But which manager is on the hot seat and is getting fired in the MLB?
Man.
I can't tell you enough, but let me say this. Should the White Sox be should LaRusso be on there?
Well, I
Damian,
think
I
he's done
was
for the rest of
going
the
to
season.
literally say his name.
because I'm sorry, he's still an alcoholic. He just
Wait, don't he got some health issues? He not coaching no more. I don't think for the rest of the
man,
season.
damn his health. The damn alcohol.
The man fell asleep on the job this
Lord.
season. On the job.
I did not know that.
And Damian says that the White Sox are the team to see in Chicago. Kiss my goddamn it. Matter of fact, here, you can kiss the cheek. Kiss my cheek.
Hey, Gooley. Now I'm gonna ask you this question one more time. Hey, did you ever think the White Sox would beat the Astros in that series, lad?
Hell no.
Hey, Gooley thought the White Sox were gonna beat the Astros.
Who says Aaron Boone?
Aaron Boone. Yeah.
I could say. You know what? I'm gonna say Alex Cora from the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say him, bro. That team.
I'm gonna go there too.
That
But
team
the problem there isn't him coaching per se. It's that GM. The GM was on this weird fire sale last year. I think it's the GM that needs to go for Boston.
But look,
we beat y'all in the World Series.
I'm gonna say the Boston Red Sox because they already traded Christian Vasquez, their best catcher. There was talks that they were gonna trade, Xander Bogaerts at the deadline and JD Martinez. You gotta blow it up. Blow it up. You might as well just blow it up. Blow it up in the offseason. Just blow it up.
Can I put the Yankees on there too? Can I put their GM in there too? Because
oh my god, the astronomical collapse of the game.
How did we start off like? If I'm Gangrene Davis a Mets fan or
No, he's a Yankees fan.
Okay, if you're Gangrene, even though he doesn't do YouTube anymore, dude, how? Freaking how? Whoever the Angels manager. Whoever the whole White Sox, just sell the team because there's only one real team.
The Angels already fired their manager.
The Angels fired their coach.
Shoot, some people are gonna say put the Cubs manager on there. No, because it's a rebuilding year. Like who thought that the Cubs would do anything? No, it's just a rebuild year. At least
Colorado on a hot seat.
At least we swept Philly.
Oh god.
Don't bring that up ever. That still hurts, Cooley. It still hurts.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that Philly interim manager should at least get a look at being a manager of the permanent manager. Get a look.
That's exactly.
You should get a look. Hey, look, not saying he should be hired, but he should get a look. They should look at him as being a permanent manager of this team.
Yeah, Joe Madden should be fired. Joe Madden should just
Joe Madden's a wash at this point as a manager.
Joe hasn't been the same since 2016.
Yeah, after 2016 he fell off a cliff. But yeah, I have to agree with Dante about Rob Thompson, interim manager of the Phillies. He should definitely get a look. Definitely. And honestly, if I'm the Phillies, I would look to resign him as the permanent coach or the permanent manager. Because this man knows what he's freaking doing. And I am happy that he's doing this. And I'm happy the Phillies aren't collapsing for once in September.
I got one. This might
8-7.
I got one. I got one for you guys. I got one. How about Milwaukee's manager? Because if they don't win anything this season, that's it.
They're collapsing. Yeah, they're collapsing right now. They're in the middle of a collapse. So
Christian Yelich could ask for a trade if he desired.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we actually went over the 2-hour mark, but it was all love. Another episode of 7200 in the books. Make sure y'all look out for the Twitter page to see the polls. Again, ask us some questions too. You want to leave some questions to ask? Definitely, we will answer them. We didn't get to answer that part because we ran into time, but it's okay. So next week, definitely answer some of your questions. Don't forget, the Spotlight Sports Network is teamed up with Fanatics. Check out the link in the description. And we also got some other things coming up. Just not gonna let y'all know yet. Just not letting y'all know yet. But y'all
They're
go know
brewing.
it. And
Where
it's
they're
something
brewing.
good. And it's something good, I promise you.
We got something brewing in the witch's pot, you guys.
Oh, AP's KO, Jesus Christ, he went night night.
Oh yeah, he was. And the thing is, he didn't fall backwards. This man was standing, and then he just flops.
He went night.
He died. He died standing. That was the thing. He died standing up.
Stay tuned. Again, the network, we got some big things coming up for y'all. So hopefully y'all will like them. Again, don't forget to click the links for Fanatics for all of your NFL gear to kick off the season right. Get all your NFL gear. I mean, it's just not NFL stuff on there. They got NBA as well. But we're in NFL season, so I believe it is free shipping right now. So make sure you click the link in the description for your Fanatics gear. I don't know what's coming up this week, but I do know we got some play-by-plays coming up. Julie, are you doing AEW this week? Yes, no.
No, no AEW this week. There won't be. Obviously, there was no Raw yesterday, but Raw and AEW will be next week. Tomorrow is the Bears franchise. Thursday is day off, but Friday will be Ruthless Attitude podcast, and then Sunday we get Bears fans get to swallow their pride and take.
Yeah, Julie will be calling that game Sunday night. Coach Dante will be doing Coach's Corner on Thursday to preview the Chiefs and Chargers game, which should be great. I'm doing the Eagles game Monday night. I will be in another location, which I usually don't do games from. So, but yeah, I will be at my brother's house. So we're going to be streaming a game over there.
And I may be doing Clemson on Saturday. That's it, depending on what network.
Well, just let me know. I'm sure Coach will be doing some play-by-plays the college season, college coming up. Just make sure y'all tune into that. Come back on in tomorrow morning. We'll be back for the morning show, Coffee and Sports. So grab your coffee. And y'all got any final words before we go head on out of here?
Man, great show. Like they said, we doing some stuff on the network, including Chiefs, Chargers. Like I said, I will have that game after I get off practice, and Texans and Broncos will be coming up. And we got to do some college football on Saturday, so I just got to basically find a game that I want. Probably going to do. That game is going to be interesting. But shout out to everybody a part of the network and the people who came and supported the network and supported us tonight.
I'm going to be filling in for Coach until he comes back. So it's probably going to be the first half, and then Dante will take over the second half. So,
I normally don't come on to these, to the 2-hour mark podcast, but you know what? I had to because I was doing some other stuff. But yeah, fun show as always. I love kind of roasting teams that deserve it and love roasting some people on the network who are so goddamn blind that Ray Charles can even see the bullshit going on with their teams.
Dude, I love Ghoulies roast so much. They always are just the funniest thing ever.
I've said this so many times. I love sports. I just have a funny way of showing it. Well, it's now going to be Wednesday. And now the Bear win don't mean jack no more because now it's Depression Wednesday. God damn it! Why we gotta take on the Packers? Why are we in the NFC North? Why? I'd rather let the Bears be in the AFC South because the freaking AFC South would be more easier and we win that division 15 years in a row.
Can I tell you something, Ghoulie? At least you guys are 1-0, and if you guys lose, it'll be 1-1. Season's not dead, so.
Yeah, season's not dead, but here's the thing: every team would be 1-1.
All right.
Why is Freddie coming for you, Ghoulie?
Oh God, I'm about to find out.
Freddie?
I don't know. Probably because of what I was saying or whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not really
tripping
off of it. Maybe because I talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Sounds
I want to
to
get
me.
under
Oh,
your
you want
skin
to get
now.
under your skin now? Oh, Jesus.
Freddie, what's that gonna do against a man that likes to hurt himself? You can't hurt me like Darian do.
Oh
Don't
Lord.
worry. The next comment
Shots
was
is
Freddie is a
fired.
bandwagon fan.
But y'all, thanks for coming in late, Freddie. You come in late, but it's okay. But I appreciate you. But we about to get off. We about to sign off again. Tune in for another, and then Slade comes in late. What the hell? What's going on, y'all?
And
But
my final
yeah,
thought before we leave, it's kind of like a continuation of what Dante said. I've had so much fun being on this goddamn network. And honestly, I'm proud of us for the growth that we've had and achieved. We've got a couple sponsors under our belts, and you know what? Let's just keep our heads down, work, get even better, improve even further. And I love you guys. I love the viewers, and let's just keep at it and keep working.
I told you we got some stuff coming, so stay tuned. But we're gonna get on out of here because again, it's past my bedtime. I'm just being real. It's like
It's
no, but
past
I'm
my
gonna
bedtime too.
It's like Freddie said, we got something big in the works. So just
Be patient, damn it.
just wait.
We're mixing something up in the cauldron.
In the witch's pot.
In the witch's
Anyway,
pot.
guys, we love you guys. Good night.
We gonna get on out of here. We gonna end this off with our guy Dub saying we want the news. So until then, good night.
I heard they want the news. Well, we got it just for you. What's your team? Who your player? Who your crew? I heard they want the news. The spotlight is on you, and if you in the hot seat, it's times two. I heard they want the news. Yeah, come tune in to the crew. But we got the hook up just like black and blue. I heard they want the news. Spotlight Sports, what it do? Hit subscribe and that like button too. I heard they want the news. I heard they want the news. Well, we got it just for you. What's your team? Who your player? Who your crew? I heard they want the news. The spotlight is on you, and if you